Well, hello, Ecclesia, and welcome to the fall. Good chances are that if you haven't already started the fall kickoff season already, with school back in and summer vacations over, that you're picking that up this week with the Labor Day weekend gone. And we just wanted to give you a quick update on some things happening with Ecclesia. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on over the summer, and we are getting ready for an exciting year of things happening within the network. And we want to know what's going on with you. And so as we come into the fall, one of the things that we want to say is that we remember you. We remember you in prayer. We remember you as we're talking to other members of the network and telling them, hey, are you aware what so-and-so is doing here, or what so-and-so is doing over there? Or you might learn from them, or they might be able to help you. We remember you in the mission that you have and that we share together. And we want to stay updated and included, and we want to get your emails, and we want to get your updates, and we'd love to hear from you on the phone. And we've got a plan to get in touch with everybody and stay in touch with everybody that we've been working on the last couple of years. And so we want to stay aware of everything that's going on that God's doing in your local context. But the thing that we would like to ask you to do as we go into this next year is that you would remember Ecclesia. Not only will you remember the things that are happening in the network, the national gathering that's coming up at East Point Church in next March on The Good and Beautiful Life with James Bryan Smith. And please remember the church planners training that's happening in a couple weeks, where we've got 15 leaders coming together who are exploring what it means to plant within a network of churches like Ecclesia, and to plant a church that is faithful and fruitful in the context that God has called them to be, and to live their life and to walk out the ways of the kingdom. We want you to remember, if you're in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, that we've got our annual sort of leaders training happening coming at the end of next January, that you're going to want to know about for all of your leadership teams and your churches. And there are other things popping up in other regions of the country that will be important for our churches to connect and to support each other. But beyond that, what we really want to ask you to do is to remember Ecclesia, and by that we mean remembering each other. To pop your head up from the local things that you're doing, where your head's to the plow, your nose is to the grindstone, and you're focused on God's work right in front of you, just long enough to connect with somebody else in the network, to encourage somebody else in the network, to share a story or something you've learned, or even a struggle or a hardship with somebody else in the network. And there's a lot of people that do this, and I can tell you, the people that do it the most are so overjoyed and experience the benefits of it so greatly. And so we are really trying to make a push to ask everybody in the network to just take a 20 minutes each week to call somebody else in Ecclesia, to say hello, to touch base, and to just to see what God is doing in the broader move that He is working among us in particular. So we come into the fall, we want to remember you. We'd like to ask you to remember Ecclesia, and that together we remember this great movement that we're on, being part of God's kingdom, cultivating churches that are bearing witness to the reality of the kingdom in this changing world that we find ourselves in. Please stay attuned for further updates that are coming throughout the fall, and new churches joining, and new events that are happening, and new opportunities for you and your leaders to be supported, equipped, and encouraged. And with that, I'll sign off, and I look forward to catching up with you another day.